Investigations are moving faster than ever, and that means law enforcement needs to move just as fast. Hi, I'm Ari Redbord, Global Head of Policy at TRM Labs, and I'm here today with TRM Labs Head of Global Investigations, Chris Janczewski, former IRS Criminal Investigation Special Agent and one of the most experienced crypto investigators in the world. From darknet takedowns to ransomware seizures, Chris has seen it all. And today we're talking about what it takes to follow the money in real time and how tools like TRM Triage are giving agents what they need to move faster than ever before. Chris, really looking forward to a fun and informative conversation today.
Hey, Ari. Great to see you as always.
Awesome. So to kick things off, let's talk search warrants. I think people who have not executed a search warrant or like me sort of sat back in the office waiting for agents to come back with the results of a search warrant might not realize how quickly they move. Can you talk about executing a search warrant specifically in the cryptocurrency context? What are you looking for? What do you need in terms of tools when you're executing that warrant?
Yeah, there's just so many things that you have to plan for when executing a search warrant, whether it's safety, whether it's logistics of just moving people around. But ultimately, you also want to get as much evidence as you can. And evidence can be all over the place, whether that's documents, laptops, crypto hardware wallets, or even potentially handwritten evidence that can include seed recovery words or also crypto addresses. So, like historically, when you were in the field, you often had to wait till you could get back to the office, or maybe you could communicate that information back to an operations center, and other people can keep running with it because there's just so many things going on site that you have to deal with, which can include potentially making arrests or bringing in other law enforcement for other things that you encounter during the day.
How important is speed when it comes to executing a warrant in this context?
I think speed's critical. Once you make entry to someone's residence, it's pretty overt that there's an investigation going on and who that investigation's focused on. And so if you have people in the residence, you certainly can keep your eyes on them, but there's so many other people outside of it that could be involved that could be now trying to contradict and destroy evidence that you've just spent so hard trying to map out. They could be moving money to any other place in the world. And you need to try and be able to keep up with that, whether that's to just watch to see where it's going and learn more information, or maybe you're trying to interdict those funds and be able to seize it and bring it back for the victim.
I know you have a lot, but any sort of really cool on-point anecdotes in terms of executing a search warrant in this context, exigent circumstances, crypto, all of it?
I know people are all over the place in their crypto journey, and some people are just beginning, and you come across what you believe is a crypto address. And you may not have the expertise to be able to look it up on your own and see exactly what that means. So generally, people send it off to more experienced investigators in their group or maybe even at a different agency. With triage now, you can get an instant snapshot of this address and see even how to have that conversation with those other people, whether or not it needs to be prioritized. For example, if you put in the address and it comes back to you and says that exposure to child exploitation, well, that is something that should go to the top of the prioritization list. Like you should be able to get somebody on the phone that day and see if they can respond. That's not one that goes to the end of the queue and you wait till it works its way up to the front. And historically, if you didn't have any expertise, it was really challenging for somebody to know that on their own before they could even send it out.
Absolutely. Crypto investigations move faster than anything we've ever seen before. They move faster on the blockchain, which requires better blockchain intelligence tools. And what you're describing right now is they're moving faster off chain, right? You don't, unless you have deep, deep crypto expertise, you might not even know what you're seeing, scribbled phrases on a piece of paper, certain hardware devices. And it's just absolutely critical, not just that you have the knowledge, but that you have the tools on the scene at your disposal right away. And I think that is what is so meaningful and quite frankly, why TRM built triage for investigators.
Exactly. So you could be, in somebody's basement going through various files and you see a piece of paper with handwritten numbers and letters written on it. And maybe it's a crypto address, maybe it's not. With triage, you could take a photo of that. It'll automatically search the various blockchains and come back to you and let you know that this is a crypto address or it's not. And if it's not, you can just disregard it and move on. If it is, that could be something that you need to act upon right then in this moment. Maybe it connects to a vast somewhere in the world that you need to reach out to. And now that you're overt, potentially freeze the account using your various authorities.
Awesome. Chris, thank you so much for the conversation today. Clearly, there is a need for speed, as they say, in crypto investigations and in executing search warrants. And really looking forward to continuing the conversation.
My pleasure. Thanks, Ari.